Well, welcome to Scouting for History. Now, today I'm at this house and barn built in 1805, as far as I can tell. Now, the lady says it's been hunted before, and I asked, I said, it's a big property, you mind if I come back another day? She said, no, just hunt today and be done with it. And not up near the house, she just said down here in this old field. Now, 100 years ago, this was underwater because there was a dam down the creek. There's a creek right over there. And so all this, part of this was underwater back in the day. But who knows what we'll find? Stick around, see what the other people missed. Well, the first find of the day, part of an old oil lamp, rang up really good, and in the hole was still parts of glass too, so you gotta be careful. On to the next. Well, I kind of had a feeling I was digging a button, and I was. Not sure if it's got a design on it or not, but I'll clean up. You'll see it right here. On to the next. Well, high tones here are slim pickings. So when I get one, I'll turn the camera on. And that, well, not sure what it is. Looks almost like captain's bars. In fact, I think that's what it was. And it says Sterling on it. Awesome. So even though this place has been hunted before, it's never hunted out. Let's see what we can find. Stay tuned. Well, I thought it was a piece of scrap when I pulled it out, and it may still be, but it looks kind of shield chipped. So I'll clean it up. If it's anything interesting, you'll see it right here. On to the next. Yeah, something a little older at least. Piece of a harmonica wreath. Maybe there's more old stuff. On we go. Well, fingers crossed for something good. It's been slow going. But you never know what the next signal is going to bring. A piece of crap, I think. Not sure. Yeah, I'll clean it up in case it's something, but it doesn't look like it. On to the next. Well, I had a really squirrely signal, and I dug down, and there's a bottle here. I'm going to carefully get it out, see if it's whole. Maybe there's something in it, and that's what we were hearing. It looks like an old bottle. Oh, it's in good shape except a little break at the top, but that is a very old bottle, I'm willing to bet. Well, there's nothing metallic in the bottle, but But there's something metal here. Oh, an old spoon bowl. Let me see. I'll poke around. See if I can't find the rest of it. It looks like it was plated. That's cool. On to the next. There's kind of old coin. It's a wheat penny. Well, on to the next. Well, if he's dead, he's freshly dead. I don't know whether you can see that right there. They blend in very well. Let's zoom in. Yeah, he's stiff as a board. But that's a shame. Just a little garden snake. On to the next. Well, I'm not too hopeful for this lower part of the yard. For 100 years there was a dam upstream that all this was underwater for a long time. Now, what do we have here? We have a piece of crap. Or is it? Oh no, it's an animal tag. And it's not all that old. I'll see if the current owners recognize it. On to the next. Well, this seems to be the dumping ground for the lost animal tags. Yeah, it's got this address on it, so I won't show it. Again, I'll see if they recognize it. It doesn't look that old. And a pretty old car key. Well, it's pretty. I don't think it's all that old. Probably from the 80s or 90s, before they had the chip technology. Alright, on to the next. Well, I thought for sure I was digging another clad quarter, but it's not. Outstanding. It's a military pin of some kind. It looks fairly old. With the initials PT on it. I'll have to research that, see where it's from. On to the next. Well, I just dug a bottle cap a foot away, and I thought I had another bottle cap. But it's a heart. Ah, how sweet. And it's a silver heart. I believe this brings me to 197 for the year for silver. So let's keep going. Hopefully I can get to 200 for the year. On to the next. Well, it's probably a big hunk of machinery, but just in the off chance that it was something good, but it's not. On to the next. Big piece of brass. I find lots of shell casings. This is the first time I found one smashed like this. I'll see if I can get any information off the back. It looks really old. I'll clean it up, you'll see. All right. I was beginning to think that the people before me had cleaned the entire place out, but there's something interesting there. It looks like it was a cap badge of some kind. Maybe, I don't know. I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. On to the next. Well, that's about the biggest, oldest hose nozzle I've ever found. That's cool. I have a little collection of hose nozzles, so that'll go in there. On to the next. So even though it's been hunted before, I'm finding things that sound great. So hopefully, if they missed all these other great sounding targets, maybe they missed an old coin or something. On to the next. Well, a scratchy, awful signal. And finally a silver coin for the day. House built in 1805 and I get a silver Rosie. That's the story of my life. Not bad though, 3 silver things for the day. Let's keep going. Well, when I showed the woman who lived in the house what I was finding, she was surprised I was finding so much stuff. And it turns out, when she told me the place had been hunted before, well, she didn't quite explain it. She said there were 2 guys, and they spent 7 or 8 full days pounding this property. Now, it's a big property. There's a lot of ground, but they didn't get everything, as you can see in the video. They left some goodies for me. And I only did about a quarter of the property, so maybe I'll go back another day, show her everything that I found all cleaned up, and maybe she'll let me poke around a little more, but I've got plenty of properties I can do, rather than go back and see what else these people may have missed. But hey, on to the next. And it's the second spoon bowl of the day. That's funny, just the bowl. This one's older. Not sure whether it's pewter or copper. I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. About 8 inches deep. An old buckle. Used to be a farm. Not surprising. On to the next. Well, that's going to do it for today. Not a whole lot, but it was fun to getting out, and I'd driven by this house so many times and thought, what an old house. There's got to be good stuff here, but it's been hit so many times, and I only had a couple of hours, but at least I had fun, got some exercise. So, on to the next one. Don't forget, hit like and subscribe. See you on the next adventure.